Amen.
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 First, giving all honor and praise to our Father.
Yes.
I thank the Lord for being here today.
Amen.
Blessed to see you all.
Amen.
Well, I want you to go ahead and turn to Isaiah 55. Today, it's going to be more of a conversation than a sermon.
All right. Amen.
More of a conversation than a sermon.
Amen.
Isaiah 55. You know, as we live in this technology advanced world, how many of us depend on technology every day?
Every day.
Depend on technology every day. And whether it's your cell phone, you know, depend on it to make a call, or your computers, or your Wi-Fi, you know, all these things that we depend on so much.
Just wake up.
Amen.
I think about, you know, this phone and how much stuff that this phone can do, and all the stuff now the computers can do, and all this stuff, and I understand that most people say that computers and technology in some cases are perfect. Computer can't make a mistake because it's designed not to make mistakes.
Amen.
It's designed not to make mistakes. And as we look at technology, we look at all the things that it can do for us in our days and in our life.
Well.
Most technology we don't understand. Most technology we do not understand. We don't understand how the phone can hit off different satellites in the city in order to get you a signal to call someone somewhere else.
Well.
We don't quite understand how Wi-Fi can link us all to this one big satellite to transfer information from one place to another. We can't quite explain that, can we?
That's right.
That's right.
Amen.
We can't quite explain the idea of the clock, or the idea of many forms of technology that we use every single day.
Lord have mercy.
But we can understand that it doesn't stop us from using it.
That's right.
Right.
That's so true.
Even though we don't quite comprehend how these things work. We don't quite comprehend the idea of the hard drive in the computer and the CD-ROM, how it reads the CD and able to distinguish or understand what's on the CD in order to give you music or to give you information.
Give you video.
We don't quite comprehend
Amen.
how that works,
Lord have mercy.
but we don't let it stop us from using it.
That's right. So true. Amen.
We don't let it stop us from using it.
Amen.
You know, like I said, this is going to be a conversation. This isn't necessarily a sermon, but you know, in a sense, with technology and our comprehension, our understanding of technology, and us using it every day, but not quite comprehending how exactly it works, how exactly it does what it does. We can in a sense mirror this in our relationship with the Father.
Oh yes.
Yep.
Amen.
Amen.
In our relationship with the Father. Let's go to Isaiah 55. Isaiah 55. And we're going to start right at 6. Isaiah 55:6. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found.
Oh, yes.
Call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. And let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him.
That's right.
And to our God, for he will abundantly pardon.
That's right.
For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are my ways, neither are your ways my ways, said the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts higher than your thoughts. For as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and make it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater. So shall my word be that go forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please.
That's right.
And it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
That's it.
For ye shall go out with joy, and be led forth with peace. The mountains and the hills shall break forth before you into singing, and all the trees of the field shall clap their hands. Instead of the thorns shall come up a fir tree, and instead of a briar shall come up the myrtle tree. And it shall be to the Lord for a name, for an everlasting sign that shall not be cut off.
Amen.
May the Lord bless the reading, the hearers, and the doers of his word.
Amen.
You know, I've been to two funerals the last 2 Sundays. And the number one things are the number one thing that I have heard is, God, I just don't understand. What is God doing? How do I keep going? It wasn't his time. You know, and I hear this every single time, a lot of people saying, you know, I can't help but to think that we're getting stuck. We're getting stuck in trying to understand God's ways.
That's right.
We're getting stuck in trying to understand what he's doing,
That's it.
why he's doing it.
Amen.
You know, a lot of us get detoured from trying to understand God's ways.
Amen. Amen.
All right.
You know, most of us are at a crossroad. We're at a crossroad when trials and tribulations come.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Amen.
We're at a crossroads. And we're at a crossroads of two different, very fundamentally different things. And that's trying to understand what God is doing. It's going this way. And just trusting him along the way.
That's it. Amen. Amen. Amen.
And we're getting stuck at that crossroad
Lord have mercy.
Amen.
because we're trying to understand his ways.
That's it. Amen.
Trying to understand why.
That's it. Wow. All right.
Trying to, it just wasn't their time. It just wasn't, they had so much more to do, so much more life to live.
Yes.
Just don't get it. We're trying to understand God's ways.
That's it.
And as much as we're trying to understand his ways, it's pulling us further away from trusting him.
That's right. Amen. Amen.
Because we're trying to understand it from a logical from a point of view right here.
Yes.
Try to understand, you know, all these things that has happened.
Yes.
Why now?
Why?
You just don't understand.
That's it.
You just don't get it.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You know, as I can think upon my little brother's life. He died at 21. And you know, all of the questions where I just don't understand. Just don't get it. I just don't get it. And the Lord kind of spoke to me because I was going through my battle and just don't understand. And I mean, what are you doing? Like what? I don't get it.
That's it. Amen.
Like you say you're a merciful God, and you say this and that.
Yes.
And here it is. My mother has lost two kids in 3 years.
That's right. Amen.
One of them was very drawn out and wasn't so sudden. Just a drawn out situation where you could see the just the life slowly leave out of her, and the other one's just instant. Just what are you doing, Father?
Yeah.
I don't quite understand. And we let these moments in our lives
All right.
pull us away. We let these moments in our lives grab us by the neck and pull us which in every way that it wants to pull us.
Amen.
Lord have mercy.
Amen.
And we resort to drugs and alcohol and different things, but it doesn't resolve the fact that person is gone from this place.
Yes. That's right.
And we still come to the same reality
Yeah.
after we come off our high, or we come off of our drunkenness.
Yeah.
That reality is still the same.
Still the
Lord
same.
have mercy.
Still the same. So true.
You know, in our hard times, in those times that seem so questionable, that's when we have to trust the most.
Trust God the most.
Lord have mercy.
So true. So true.
That's so true.
Man, so true.
That's
So true.
That's when we have to push through all that mental state.
God, yes. Yes, sir.
Out.
We have to push through all of that muck and that dirt and that mud that the devil puts in our minds.
Yes, Lord.
You know, I was thinking about it yesterday. I went to Warehouse Market and I walked in. My God. And my little brother has a son on the way. When they passed away, has a girlfriend that's 4 or 5 months pregnant.
Yeah.
And walking through Warehouse Market, as I walk through, I go in the back where the milk and stuff is, you know.
Yeah.
And as I'm walking down the aisle, I see a young man look just like my little brother with a son.
Yeah. Yeah.
Basket full of groceries, laughing and playing. I said, what? And the devil said in my mind, that's what could have been.
Could have been. All right.
Look at what God did. That's what could have been right there.
All right.
You know, he's at a point in 21, at a point in his life where he's starting to understand that his mistakes, he can learn from his mistakes.
Yep. Amen.
He's still making the mistakes, but he's starting to understand that, hey, life isn't all about fun and games. Like, it isn't all about this and all about that.
Uh-huh.
And he's gone.
He's gone.
Amen.
And I see this yesterday, and it just played right along with the mindset of why.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Mm.
But we must refer back to God's word.
Yes.
That's right.
Don't understand.
As hard as it may seem to open up the book,
Yes, Lord.
you know, it's just like getting up out of the bed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when something like this is happening, you know, you just don't want to face the day.
Yes, Lord. Mm.
And something is suppressing you just to stay in the bed
All right.
and just to think about it all the day long.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
But when you start moving around, you start thinking about things to do, and as your feet hit the floor, you start walking around and find stuff to do, and you get up and start moving around, and things start to look a little better, start to feel a little better.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that mercy.
And you just realize you just got to get going, you just got to move around a little bit.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just like the word. You know, you have to through these times when doubt creeps the most,
Yes.
when frustration and temptation and trials and fire and
Yes.
brimstones, it seems like,
Yes.
comes the most. You gotta have that desire, that determination, that passion to just crack open the word.
All right.
Yes.
So true. So true.
And the Lord says, son, daughter,
Mm.
my ways are far past your understanding.
Yes, you understand.
Lord Jesus.
So true.
My ways are not your ways.
That is so true. Amen. Amen. Mm. Yes, Lord.
And even harder than that,
Huh?
you gotta trust Him.
You got to. Amen. Amen. Amen.
That's right.
You gotta trust Him.
Gotta trust.
Amen.
No way else to turn.
Oh,
Because if you don't trust Him,
uh-huh.
you become stagnant.
Amen. Yes.
You become stagnant in your ways.
Yes. Yes.
And the crossroads start moving to
Oh,
starts to
yes.
find its way.
All right. So true.
Starts to find its way into doubt.
Amen.
And you know, God says, you know, these trials and these things come to make you stronger.
Uh-huh.
It says in the test tube
Mm-hmm.
to burn all this stuff off,
Uh-huh.
to purify,
Yes.
to make stronger
Make you strong.
Lord have mercy.
All
in the
right.
test tube of life.
Mm-hmm. Amen. Amen. Oh, yes. Mm.
Lord have
And most of us go through these things and we don't refer back to God's word.
That's right. Amen.
We don't trust Him
Mm-hmm.
through His word.
Yes, Lord.
Thank you.
Amen.
Weeping shall endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning.
Joy comes in the morning. Yes, it do. Yes, it do.
And we read these things, but we don't trust Him.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Lord have mercy.
That's it.
I can do all things through Christ that
All
strengthens me.
things. All things. Yes. Yes, Lord.
The Lord loved us so much that He gave up His Son,
Yes, He did.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, He did.
that we shall not perish but have everlasting life.
Everlasting.
And we see these things, but we don't trust Him.
Oh, that's it. Amen.
Just don't trust.
Instead, we lean on our own ways. We lean on our own understanding. He said, don't
That's right.
lean on your own understanding,
So true. Amen.
All your way in the knowledge.
Amen.
but in all your ways,
All your ways.
in everything that goes on and everything that happens in your life.
That's it.
Trust me.
Trust me. Mm. All right. All right. Mm-hmm.
After all, you know, we can trust this phone.
All right.
You know, we can trust that this phone, we put in a number, it's gonna make a call.
Yes, sir. Amen.
Or we can trust in our computer. We look on Google and look up something. We're trusting that we're gonna get the right information.
Get that.
Why? Because the computer is perfect. It doesn't make mistakes. If it make a mistake, it's because we put in the wrong thing.
All right. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Why can't we trust God the same way?
Same way. Amen. So.
Lord have mercy.
Amen. Yes.
If we put in a number in a cell phone, we know if we put in the right number, we're going to get the right
We're going to
person.
get the right person. Yes. All right.
We know if we set our alarm clock to 6, it's going to go off at 6.
Oh, Jesus.
Unless we did something
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yes.
to cause it not to happen.
Not to happen. Amen.
And these are man-made things.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All
Why can't we
right.
trust our Father the same way?
Same way. Amen. Same way.
Lord have mercy.
So true. Amen. Mm-hmm.
Why?
Why can't we trust in our Father the same way we trust in technology?
Same way. Amen. Mm-hmm. Amen.
We have no doubt
Yes, yes, yes.
that if we do the right thing, that our technology is going to do the right thing because it doesn't make
They
mistakes.
don't make mistakes. Ooh, Lord. Mm. Yes, Lord.
Lord have mercy.
Why don't we trust in the Father the same way?
Right. Amen. Amen. So true.
He says, I am the way.
I am the way.
I am the truth.
Ooh, Lord, yes.
I am the truth.
That's it. Amen.
Lord Jesus.
Amen.
But in our mind, we can't quite comprehend
Yes, Lord.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Lord have
Praise the Lord.
And we let those times that shape us to the most
Mm-hmm.
pull us away from it.
All right. All right.
It's not nothing that he's doing.
That's right. That's right.
His way, he told us his ways are higher.
Uh-huh. That's it.
So we must believe that in these things,
Uh-huh. Yes.
Say it.
in this reign,
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right.
that there's not a he's not going to give us a thorn.
That's it. Amen. Amen.
Lord Jesus.
So true.
But we cause our own thorns.
Our own. Amen. So true. Yes, Lord. Yes.
He's not going to give us a snake.
Uh-huh. That's right.
He's not going to give us bread. I mean, not going to give us a rock, but he's going to give us bread.
Bread. Amen. Amen.
He's going to give us food to eat.
Yes, sir. Oh, yes.
Lord have mercy.
So true.
He's going to make the flowers bud.
That's right.
Just got to trust him.
Oh, Lord, yes. So true.
Lord Jesus.
Amen. So true. So true.
Say that good.
Amen.
It's too much that we lean on our own understanding.
My own understanding. So true. So true. So true.
Too much we make our own way.
That's it. Amen. Amen.
Lord help us.
Yes, it. Yes, Lord. Lord, yes,
Do we truly trust him?
trust it?
Do we truly believe in our hearts?
Yes, Lord. So true. Amen.
You know, when we lift our hands in praise, do we truly lift them up?
Mm-hmm. All right. Yes. Oh,
Praise
yes.
and worship.
Oh, Oh, Lord, have
Father, I
mercy.
worship you
All right.
Yes.
through everything.
Everything. Amen.
Because you are what you say you are. You can do what you say you can do. I trust that your word is true.
Yes, Lord.
If I only
So
trusted,
true. So true.
if I only applied to my life,
Apply to my life.
I can make mountains move.
Amen.
Yes, Jesus.
Mm.
Giant.
Yes, sir. Mm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right.
If I trust in you,
All right. Mm-hmm. Yes. Thank you, Father. Yes.
your word can come through me because I trust you, Father.
All right. Yes, sir. Amen.
Father, I can lead because I follow you, because I trust
That's it.
that you are leading the way.
Amen. Amen. Yes. Amen.
I can get through this. Why? Because I trust that this is your doing for a reason.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amen.
I trust that this rain will bring out flowers.
All right. Yes, it will.
I trust that this is not a rock, but this is bread.
Yes. Amen.
This is not a snake, but Father, this is food to eat.
Oh, yes,
Lord
sir.
have mercy.
Yes.
Say that again.
Oh, yes, Lord. Mm. Thank you, Father. Thank you. Mm.
I can't let what I don't understand
Lord have mercy.
But I don't understand.
I can't let what I don't understand
Uh-huh. Yes.
ruin my relationship with you.
That's right.
Amen.
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 Amen. So, thank you, Father.
Thank you, Jesus.
Because that's all that it's doing. His word says, my ways are far past your understanding.
Ooh, yes,
And we're saying, well, I want to understand.
Uh-huh.
And he's saying, well, it's far past.
Yes. All right.
You never understand.
Oh,
Glory to God.
Lord.
And we're saying, well, you just don't want to reveal something to me. Are you real?
Uh-huh. Oh, yes.
Say that.
All right.
And he's saying, but it's so far
Far
past.
past. Yes,
Right
it
now,
is.
child.
And we saying, man,
Woo, Lord have mercy. Mm.
but his word says
Lord, yes.
that it's far past.
Far past.
And we have to trust his word.
Amen.
Yes, Lord.
Mm.
Lord have
And we
mercy.
can't stay stagnant, but we have to keep moving.
Amen.
Yes, Lord.
Amen. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
By and by.
Oh, yes. All right.
Man.
Uh-huh.
Say that.
No, sometimes I don't just give me some hymns. I don't need it. I don't need
That's it.
drums and guitars but the hymn says by and by when the morning
In
comes.
the morning.
Yes, when the
time.
morning.
Yes.
You understand it better when you get to me. I can explain it better.
Yeah.
But right now, just trust me.
Trust.
Yes, Lord.
Amen.
Say
All right.
When all the saints are together at home,
All right.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, thank you, Jesus.
that was somebody that was going through something, but they trusted him.
Oh, yes.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yes, Lord.
When all the saints of God are together at home,
Yes.
we'll tell the story how we overcome.
Are we over?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, Lord.
And we'll understand it better when we get there.
Yes.
Lord have mercy.
But right now, we're still on the battlefield. And we can't let
Yes.
this battle
Yes. All right.
we can't let this
Yes.
battle
Yes,
Lord have
Lord.
mercy.
Amen.
take us away.
Amen. Take it. Amen. Yes.
Can't let this battle not trust him.
That's it.
Can't let this
Amen.
battle pull us away where we're not dependent on.
Yes, Lord.
Where we're leaning on our own ways.
Yes, Jesus.
We have to have the mindset of, Father, I don't understand. You said that it ain't for me to understand.
That's it.
But you know what? I understand it better when I get there.
Oh, yes.
I understand it
Amen.
better when this road is over.
Don't call.
Amen. Yes.
When these trials and tribulations is over.
Amen.
I understand it better then.
My God. Yes, Lord. Amen.
Thank you, Jesus.
Amen. Yes, Lord.
But he said that all this in his word.
Yes. Oh, yes, Lord.
He said all this in the word. We're going to go through things.
Mm.
We're going to go through trials. We're going to go through tribulations.
Mm-hmm.
Why we think we're not supposed to go through it?
Yes, Lord, have mercy.
Lord, have
Amen.
mercy.
Amen.
Because we're Christian?
Amen. Mm. All right.
My God.
Mm.
But we'll understand it better by and by.
By and by.
By and by.
Yes,
We
Lord.
can't let what we don't understand
That's right.
prevent us from trusting God.
Amen. Amen.
Yes, Jesus.
I'm going to say that again. We can't let what we don't understand
What we don't understand.
prevent us from trusting God.
Amen.
Repent.
So true. So true. Mm.
Because if we do so, we're going the wrong way.
Going the wrong way.
Lord, have
Amen.
We're going the wrong way.
Right. Yes, Lord. Uh-huh.
We need to be going forward instead of going back
That's it. Amen.
or standing still.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So as we open up the doors of the church today,
Amen. Hallelujah.
That's good.
Yes.
are there things in your life
All right.
that has happened either yesterday, 5, 10 years, 20 years,
Yes, Lord.
30 years,
Yes.
childhood,
All right.
that has gripped your life
All right. Yes.
Lord, have mercy.
Mm-hmm.
and has prevented you from trusting God?
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
Amen. Yes, sir. Amen.
No matter when it happened.
All right.
Lord
Amen. Amen.
Are there things in your life
Yes.
that has happened or is happening
Uh-huh. Yes. All right.
that has
All right. Yes, Lord.
Pull you.
Thank you, Father.
pushed itself deep in your spirit
All right. Yes.
that is preventing you from trusting God?
Trust Him. Amen. Woo. God have mercy. Thank you,
Amen.
Father. Yes.
If there is anything
Mm-hmm.
Lord, have mercy.
that is in your spirit that is preventing you from moving forward,
That's it.
that has caused you to remain stagnant, that has caused you to start to go backwards,
All right. All right.
Lord,
All
Jesus.
right.
I want you to come up here today to be prayed for.
Lord have mercy. So true. Amen.
Because we have to trust Him to keep moving in this world.
Yes, Lord.
To keep moving through these trials and tribulations. These trials and tribulations will get you
Amen.
down.
Yes, it will.
Where you want to stay in a dark closet.
Oh, Lord, yes.
I don't want to see nobody.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to go nowhere.
Oh, yes.
I don't want to talk to nobody.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to
Yeah.
do nothing. Just let me sit here and
Say
die.
that. Say that. Say
Yes. Amen. Mm.
Just let me sit right here and die.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Mm.
Lord Jesus.
That's not what the Father wants for us.
That's right.
That's
He
right.
wants us to keep moving.
Keep on.
You'll understand it better, but you got to keep going.
Keep on. Going.
It's not your time. It's not your time to
Give up.
Yes.
give up.
Amen. Not your time.
But it's your time to keep going.
Keep going.
Lord
Because
Jesus.
there are flowers in this rain.
Yes.
There are flowers
Snowing this morning.
in this rain.
Yes, it is.
Just let it penetrate and let it bring you up.
Oh, yes, it is.
Not pull you down or pull you back.
That's it.
The doors of the church are open.
Amen.
Lord
Hallelujah.
Jesus.
If there's anything in your life that's preventing you from trusting God,
Thank you, Father.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank
I
you.
want you to come up today so we can pray together. Pray together.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Father.
Amen.
He was talking to me. Lord have mercy.
Amen.
Yes, He is.